Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have already discussed about that things with you, how can mastering your templates, right? So now in this video, I want to discuss about one of the most important things, like as I told you, right now we don't need this and also we don't need this, and here I go to that our Google. And now in particular that area, when you actually want to access that admin, that is a by default one of the admin panel. So if you click as a /admin, then it will be redirected to one of the Django administrator area, right? So if you work with the Laravel, in Laravel you have to create this type of one of the authentication, but in Django it's already provided one of the administration admin panel. It's very much one of the interactive things in Django. So I hope you will like it very much because everything is ready-made on here. You don't need to create any user authentication. You can create different user from this admin panel. So step by step I will show you. Like here when you click as the admin, then it should be redirected to our this page, and here they have the two field, one of the username and the password. So here if you put any username as a admin, or rather than I just put one of the password as a admin, and now if you click as a login, now here you can see it's now showing some of the error message. So that is not the error message, actually it's showing as a, you can see there is a no such table as a auth user, right? So also you can see there is actually one of the post request. So here it's showing as a no such table as a auth user. Because of all here I didn't migrate that all that our default table. Okay, so we have to migrate it. So I show you for it's pretty much simple things. Right now I just refresh it again. Okay, I just refresh it again. So now first of all I want to migrate it. So if you want to migrate it, then you have to right now we don't need this. I just simply close everything from here. Okay, I just simply close everything. That is our portfolio, that is our static, that is our template. Perfect. So here I have already run our server. So that is our run server, and also there is another terminal I have opened. So that is our portfolio, right? That means our Django project and then our portfolio. And after, in particular that area I want to migrate it. So if you want to migrate it, they have the command as a Python or py, whatever you write. So Python, and then with the manage py we have to migrate it. So I just simply added as a our manage.py and then migrate. Okay, so that is the migrate. So that is a Python manage py and the migrate. And now if you click as a enter, yes, now you can see friend, now that's all that actually the default table. Okay, that is all the default table is now successfully migrated, and you can see it's everything is showing as a okay. That means every table is now successfully migrated. So now if you run it, that means our server is now running. Perfect. So now if you refresh it again, better I go to our again the admin. And now here if you put any kinds of username as a admin, and if you put any password, I just name it as admin12345 and click as a login. Now you can see friend, it's now showing as a please enter a correct username and the password for the step account. Okay, that means here I didn't put that appropriate username and the password because of all I didn't create anything, right? So I didn't create any user. So now we have to create some of the super admin. So if you want to create some of the super admin user, then they have also another command line. So now I want to create it step by step. As I told you, everything will be more clear to you. So now that is our portfolio. So before I have already migrated all that our table. So now we have to create our new user. So if you want to create that new user, then you have to write down as a Python or the py, whatever you want. So Python and the manage py. With the manage py, then you have to write as a create SuperUser. So I just simply name it as a create SuperUser. So now if you click as a enter, now you can see first of all it's automatically provided one of the username as your computer name. So my computer name as a Amjad, for the reasons actually showing as Amjad. Rather than if you want to actually add new one, like I just name it as easy learning. Okay, I just name it as a easy learning. So here I just put another one of the username as easy learning, and now if you click as a enter, then it asks for you the email address. So now I just put one of the email address as a easy@gmail.com. so this type of one of the email I just put and click as a enter, and then it asks for the password. That means this user password. So I just put one of the password as a udemy12345. So when you write down as a password, it should be not display anything on here. You just make that sure you put appropriate password as a udemy12345 or whatever you want. So right now I'm actually access as a udemy12345, and now click as a enter. Then it asks to again you have to put that your confirm password as a udemy12345. now click as a enter. Yes, you can see friend, now it is showing as a super user created successfully. That means right now I am putting our username as a easy learning, and also I put our password as udemy12345. Now let's check this out. So I have already created one of the super user. Click as a better, I go to admin again, and now I have already created one of the user. I name it as easy learning, and I just put that password udemy12345. okay, so I just put appropriate username and the password, and now if you click as a login, yes, now you can see friend, now we are successfully logged in. So into this area they have the user. So if you go to that user, here you can see I have created one of the user as a easy learning. There is I put one of the email address, and there is our staff account, and there is a change password. So from here, if you want to change that password, here you have to put that old password and the new password and the confirmation password, so you can change it from to this position. Okay, and also from here you can log out, and that is our user. And into the user area, if you click on here, now you can see there is all that user details. So from here there is actually our password, and then there is a first name, the last name. So if you put that first name as easy, I just put last name as a learning. Okay, I just put as a learning, and then our email address and the permission. There is active permission, the staff status, the super user status, and also here if you want to put some of the permission for a specific some of the user, you can create some of the group, and if you want to put some of the role for this user, you can add that role from here. Okay, so don't worry, laterly I will also discuss about that things with you. And then there is a last login date and the joining date. So if you want to delete that user, you can delete it rather than if you save it. So I just simply save it, and here you can see it's now successfully updated, and I just put that first name as a easy and the last name as a learning, right? That means everything is now perfectly working. And also if you want to create as a new user, you can create new user from to this position. Okay friends, so that is actually the admin panel, and here you can do lot of the things. Here all that code application you can manage it from here. So for our this side I want to make that things dynamic. So step by step I will show you, everything will be more clear to you. And also from here if you want to log out, click the log out, you can see it's not successfully log out. And also if you log in again, as I put that username as a easy learning and the password udemy12345, click as the enter. Yeah, now you can see it's now successfully logged in. I hope you can well understand about it friend, how you can create some of the super user with our this command as a python manage_py and the create super user. Okay, and then our all that email address, username and the password. Perfect. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.